Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Compassion is the basis of morality. Mostly it is a loss which teaches us about the worth of things. Life is a constant process of dying. A sense of humor is the only divine quality of man. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. One should use common words to say uncommon things. A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. Man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills. Treat a work of art like a prince. Let it speak to you first. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they should think. That when you're buying books, you're optimistically thinking you're buying the time to read them. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. So the problem is not so much to see what nobody has yet seen, as to think what nobody has yet thought concerning that which everybody sees. We seldom think of what we have, but always of what we lack. Change alone is eternal, perpetual, and immortal. If we were not all so interested in ourselves, life would be so uninteresting that none of us would be able to endure it. Life swings like a pendulum, backward and forward, between pain and boredom. No rose without a thorn, but many a thorn without a rose. Hope is the confusion of the desire of the thing with its probability. We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. The world is my idea. Marrying means to have one's rights and double one's duties. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy. Every parting gives a foretaste of death, every reunion a hint of the resurrection. If I maintain my silence about my secret, it is my prisoner. If I let it slip from my tongue, I am its prisoner. Almost all of our sorrows spring out of our relations with other people. There is no more mistaken path to happiness than worldliness. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. To feel envy is human. To savor Schadenfreude is devilish. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. Faith is like love. It does not let itself be forced. After your death, you will be what you were before your birth. Politeness is to human nature what warmth is to wax.